Wow, you're so strong.
Dad, I hold tight.
You have to hold tight.
Oh,
Yo, good job.
Here I come.
Daddy,
Yeah.
this one's hot.
It's hot?
Yeah.
Nah.
Why?
Get down the slide.
Got this. You got this.
I got this.
You got this.
Yeah.
Ah, so I'll never give up.
Now get up.
That's right. You got it. There you go, bud.
I'm not getting full.
You're not gonna fall. That's right.
Dad, help me here.
Oh my goodness. Put your hands up.
Hands up.
Hands up. Up. All right, ready? Let's go down the hill.
Bailey Jean! Bailey! Bailey Jean! Bailey! Bailey Jean! Bailey Jean! Crazy Lou. Crazy Lou. Alright. So I just want to talk to you guys about a little something. So I haven't really posted a video up in a while. Life's been a little busy, as you can see. Kitchen stuff, new puppy, 2 kids. You know, couldn't make up any excuses that we want here, but you know, a big part of the fitness industry and just health in general is to really prioritize on not so much of the size of your bicep or you know how strong you are, how quick you are, but it's more so the character building of who you are and where you're going, man. And a lot of people forget about that, and you really need to sometimes take a step back and focus on those things, because those things will then take you to the next place of whatever your endeavors are. You know what I mean? So whether it be in your college life of you trying to study to get your degree, you know, the workforce, which really honestly, you know, it comes down to the character of who you are as you grow. You know, so even when you're as a child, you're growing, and you know your parents try to enforce discipline, or maybe they didn't enforce discipline, which also leads you where you are today as well. But to the small little things, you know, so like if you drop some trash on the floor, to pick it up and throw it in the trash, or you know, if just if you wash your car and you miss a spot, you know, to touch up a little, go the extra distance, you know. Yeah, it could be something along the lines of, you know, maybe you're an overachiever, right? Some people can call it, oh, look at him just going above and beyond, or overachiever, or maybe if you're in the workforce, they call you an ass kisser because they give you a job and you're going above those standards of what they're giving you. You know what I mean? There's nothing wrong with that because that's your character, who you are. So if I was to give you a simple task right here that should take you probably 2 hours, but you get it done in a half hour, an hour, just because you're making things more prioritative to progress through, to work a little smarter and harder about it, and someone else could look at you and be like, oh, look at that guy, man, just what a fucking asshole, you know? Where other people, they feel like, oh, well, I'm only getting paid this much money, so I'm only going to work this hard. But what you're doing is you're devaluing yourself at that point. Okay, you're devaluing yourself as a person, as a human being, of a character, of a value, in terms of where you're tearing apart all those small little moments that created you who you are into this moment. You know, so if someone doesn't recognize you in the workforce or in the work field or wherever you are, or in your relationship as a person, then maybe that's something that you need to evaluate to yourself and move on and cut ties. You know, a lot about the fitness industry. It's not just about cutting body fat, but it's also about cutting that fat out of your life. Okay, so in terms of if people are not really there to support you and lift you and for your dreams or your ambition or your family or whatever you're trying to achieve, and they're just not being supportive of it, then, you know, I think it's time that you just gotta cut them out. You know, and this is just me personally on how I feel. All right, so in terms of, you know, a real friend will tell you the truth. Okay, so a real friend will be like, you know what, I don't really think that's gonna work. You know, they'll give you their opinion, and then you take that as you will. You know, but a true friend will also, Bailey Jane, a true friend will also be like, you know what, that's white. You know, this is white, right? You know, I'm like, nah, it's black, man. That's definitely black. But truth is, it's white. So your friend is really just going to tell you the truth about the situation and what it is. And there's nothing wrong. It's called bounds. You know, it's nothing wrong with being realistic about a situation, right? But there's also a difference between bashing you, of saying, you know, okay, I'm trying to achieve this goal. Like, I'm trying to, maybe you're like, you know what, I like to lose some weight, right? And all of a sudden your friend's like, oh, well, you know, yeah, man, that's cool, dude. Like, yeah, do it up. Like, they're not really trying to support you. You're being condescending about it, thinking they already know you're going to fail. So they're not even trying to, they're just spitting some fucking bullshit, honestly, just to, yeah, man, yeah. You get what I'm saying? So what you really need to do is cut that shit out and just fucking get rid of them, man. You know, I can't preach that enough. No matter who that person is to you, you know, just fucking get rid of them, man. It's not worth it, you know. Which goes right back down to the character building. You know, you work really hard to correct those little things of who you are, and you're only selling yourself short by devaluing yourself, where to limit yourself. You know, if you have so much more potential on who you are, then really, who you shortening? You know, who are you honestly really hurting? You're not hurting them. You're hurting yourself. And if you can't take care of yourself, how are you supposed to take care of the people that you love, right? So maybe there is something out there that it's not always about the biggest paycheck, or how much money you have in your bank account, or how nice of clothes you have, or if you have the nicest cars, the nicest shoes, the hottest cell phones, the most likes on your Instagram, or, you know, the views on your YouTube channel, or, I mean, dude, all that shit is bullshit, man. You know, and honestly, it's not fucking important, you know? Ultimately, what's important is who you are. So you strip that man of every possession he has, or a woman, and that is your character. All right, don't forget that. So always remember that your character will define everywhere where you're going. So your character will take you into your relationship. Okay, so if you have values in who you are, that person will love you for those values. Right? So if you start just losing those values, that you're going to lose that person. Okay? You know, it also goes into your work life. So then those values that you have goes into your work field. You work hard, right? Goes into your college, you know, which college would technically come sometimes before work, but same concept. You get what I'm saying? So, you know, and look, man, we're all human beings, all right, and you're not gonna be motivated every day. It's not psychologically, you're not fucking programmed that way to wake up and be like, all right, man, I'm just ready to go. No, man, we all wake up the same. Okay, we wake up and you find that motivation. All right, so for me, yeah, I'm honestly, yeah, it's a lot about the family. You know, I find motivation for my two boys to be the most I can be for them. You know, and also for my wife to be the best man I could be for her, to be the strongest fucking dude I can ever possibly be. All right, and I do put a great burden of stress upon myself, but if today I never say good enough, tomorrow I'll always have enough. Is my mindset on how I look at it. So if today I'm just like, you know what, good enough, man, you know, that's all right, it's fine, I just got by. Well then, when the moment comes that you need to give it your all, you're not gonna know how to give it your all because you're so used to being good enough. You're half-assing shit. So you're programming yourself to half-ass shit right from the gate. So you're not really knowing what your all is because you keep selling yourself short, man. And you know, a lot of this stuff that I'm telling you right now is like, it's in relations with a lot what's going on with my life. I'm keeping it real vague, but I wanted to share this with you guys, and you know, and I hope it helps you. And you know, if you guys ever need anything, I think the communication here is honestly just talk. All right, just talk about how you're feeling. And you know, I know in an old school way, you know, men didn't talk about how they're feeling. You know, it was a very, you know, tough it out. You know, you still tough it out, man. There's nothing wrong with that. But someone calling you a pussy nowadays is actually a compliment, because most women I meet nowadays, or even in the gym, actually outperform the men, because these guys are more worried about their hairdos or their clothing, where I don't know when the fuck that happened, but that shit changed. But point is, just what I'm getting at, man, is just don't devalue yourself, okay? Stay motivated. Find your motivation in things, you know, where, you know, like, we're gonna die, right? Truth is, it's the one thing you'll never control, okay? It's just time itself. Time is the only currency that just keeps ticking and ticking and ticking, that you never get back. It's time spent, time gone. Money you can always make back at some point in time. You can work a little harder, you can work a little longer, you can, you know, you can find different means to bring money in, but time and currency is just gone. Once it's used, a second, it's gone, it's diminished. You'll never get it back ever again. And, you know, so if there's a comfort line that you have, that you're just scared because you're in your comfort zone, then you need to step out of your comfort zone and step on the other side. Because if you're in a situation where that you're in a constant limbo, then in order to see a change, you need to change the way you think, and change your attitude, and change the way you view life, you know. And even if that has to do something with religion, you know, it's just, if you're an atheist, or if you're Buddhist, or if, you know, if whatever the fuck you believe in, then just believe in something. Believe in there's something out there, all right? And believe that there's someone or something watching over you, judging you when the curtain's closed. So just don't be in front of the people and be like, oh yeah, here I am, this is what I do. Yep. And then as soon as that curtain's closed, you're just fucking sitting on your ass and not doing shit, or you're not actually practicing what you preach, you know. So you're fake at that point. You're just lying to yourself. You're not even being real. You're just being real for a camera, or you're being real for the public because you're showboating, you're a prima donna. So come on, man. So find your motivation, whether it be death itself, your family. I mean, there's motivation all around us. War veterans blowing their fucking legs off that died for the country. I'm sure they would love to go fucking run, and you don't want to run because you just don't want to, right? I'm sure someone out there would love to start a business or would love to do anything. Just go for a fucking walk, but they can't. So you're only hurting them and you're hurting yourself. So find your motivation and stay fucking hungry, man. You know, get out of your comfort zone. And I was talking to my friend where, you know, he brought a good point to me where, you know, he reached his goal, right? He fought years and years for his goal. He got to his goal. And then what's his next step? He said, well, I'm going to go, that goal is achieved, now I'm going to find something else. And move on to something else in the next goal. Whether it be investments, you know, maybe a rental property, or stocks, or maybe go back to school, you know? He already has his career. You're living in this world where, you know, you're born, right? And then you eat, sleep, shit. Someone wipes your ass, tells you everything is all fucking sunshine and rainbows, right? Not really giving you the truth about life. Life is supposed to be hard. Like, it's supposed to be fucking hard. It's the way it is, man. No matter where you go. Here in America, there's a lot of things that happen here to make things the way it is. A lot of countries and even places in Pennsylvania or in the United States, you don't actually have clean drinking water. So, sorry, I keep getting cut off. But look, man, there's more to life than what they're perceiving everything to be. Okay, you can't just wake up and, you know, like I was telling before, where, you know, you're born and people preach to you that life's going to be easy, but what they're missing on is life is not easy. And when they're telling you it's easy and things get hard, you start to crumble and you're only setting yourself up for failure. But by telling yourself life is hard, right? Or just you're telling yourself, like, when you go from, let's say you go from you and your spouse, right? And it's just you two, and then all of a sudden you want to have kids, and then you start dwelling into the family realm. And no one says having kids is easy. It's hard. And everyone says that, like, oh, wait till you have kids, you'll see. You know, and it's true. Like, you'll see. You'll wait till you have kids. But then you start having this in your mind where, like, oh, I just need a break. I just need a fucking break, man. These fucking kids, dude, they're constant. Well, then maybe you shouldn't have had kids. So, and everyone told you it's going to be hard. No one said it was going to be easy. And you already have it in your head that you need a break. Well, instead of thinking that you need a break, start dwelling in deeper into the uncomfort zone. And start being comfortable being uncomfortable. And taking on more challenges and taking on more in life. Because the last thing I remember, life's supposed to be exciting. It's supposed to give you like that fucking, like a adrenaline rush, man. You know, whether it be anything. And if you can't find that, I mean, and like you are chasing the financial realm, or maybe you are chasing that materialistic thing, or maybe you do like all those likes. I fucking hope that's everything you want in your life, man. You know, but I'm telling you, there's so much more. You know, and I'm in the same boat that everyone else is in. All right, and again, I just wanted to share this shit with you guys, and this is gonna be a very raw, unedited video, just me talking to you, and I hope you all enjoyed. You know, send me some likes, share with a friend if you think it would help them, and subscribe if you want to, you know, keep in a loop with me what's going on. I'm gonna try and put out as much as I can for you guys on weekly basis. Sorry I was a little bit behind, but you know, I'll do the best I can. So, peace out.